Hey guys, it's me again, Rita, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. So today, if you guys have watched my previous video, I shared about me living in Singapore. So today, I'm finally here in Australia. I've been here for like a week, and I'm going to share like what are the things that I did the first time when I arrived in Australia. So continue to watch my video as I share information as I can. By the way, today it's 21 degrees currently in Melbourne, and it's currently summer, so sometimes weather here in Melbourne ranges from 20, 21, and sometimes it goes to 36, 39 degrees. So just a heads up that this is Melbourne's weather, that it really fluctuates a lot, and it's summertime. Okay, so we're going to go through the things that I did when I arrived here in Australia. So the first thing, bank account. So for a bank account, you can actually create this just before you come to Australia. So for my case, I've already created my bank account, started moving money, and one of the banks that I use is actually CommBank. So CommBank allows migrants to create bank accounts just before you arrived. For my case, you can ask, you can have a card delivered. If you already have like an address here, you can actually send it to that address. And for my case, it took like 5 to 7 working days before the card arrives. So I've actually sent it to my friends. So if you have friends, or if you have like maybe the place that you stay, if you're able to get mails from there, you can actually send your card from there. So that's actually one. Next one, SIM card. So this is very, very important. The moment you land in Australia, I really encourage you to get a SIM card. You can get it in the airport. So there are a couple of telcos that are you're able to buy from the airport. So once you start signing up from these government services that you need to do as a permanent resident in Australia, you're gonna need your mobile number. So a SIM card would be really, really handy once you land in Australia. Okay, so next one is if you are traveling from the airport to wherever you're going to stay, it could be if you have friends that can actually, or family that can actually help you pick you up from the airport, that would be great, because there is actually no train in Victoria. In Victoria, there's no train from the airport going to the CBD, though this is something that is in progress, but they have Skybus. They do have Skybus. So if you don't have anyone here, you can either take Skybus as well. So you can buy tickets from the airport, or you can buy it online. So for my case, actually before I took my trip, I bought the ticket online. So this is possible that you can buy the ticket ahead before you travel to Australia. But if you have friends, that would be great. So that would be helpful to have someone pick you up from the airport. Okay, so that's one. Another is you might want to get a MyKey card. So MyKey card is, if you're from Singapore, they use this as similar as EasyLink. So in here they call it MyKey card in Victoria. In Sydney they have Opal, but in Sydney they've already adopted wherein you can use your bank card to tap on the public transport. But here in Victoria, they're still using MyKey for the bus and trains. So just in case, better to just prepare yourself to get a MyKey card. Okay, so the next items to do would be admin works. So the next one is I've actually you can do this online. So I've actually created a TFN for myself. We don't really have a job yet. I don't have an employer yet. So you can actually start creating your TFN, because this takes time. So for my case, I've actually filed the TFN already. So TFN will take 20 to 30 days from the day of your filing. So better get this first, and then at least once your employer, once you have an employer, then probably can share your TFN once you have it. Okay, so for TFN, they actually just require your mobile number and a mailing address. So far that was required from me. That's why it's really important to get a SIM card. So the next one, I actually sign up for MediCard as well. So for the MediCard, they require a mobile number, a mailing address, a bank account, and a proof of where you previously reside, like you've already left your previous location, and then your like proof, like for my case, like I left Singapore, so I actually provided my exit letter from my employer, as well as the lease end of my tenancy from my previous where I was staying, as well as a bank account. Actually, they accept bank statement on your bank account here in Australia. It's just a proof that you're already here and you're staying. So those are the things that I've actually provided. So the next one is Centrelink. So for Centrelink, I tried to do this, but then I found out that you can't really do a Centrelink unless you have a valid ID, which is it could be a MediCard or an Australian driver's license. Apparently I don't have both of these. Someone that just came in Australia, I don't really have this, and probably I'm gonna have this probably in a month. So I wasn't able to do my Centrelink yet, but I saw on their website that you can actually go to the Centrelink office to get this done. I'm thinking of doing this online. Okay, and then, well, I could be wrong, so guys, please do comment below if I'm wrong with this one. I'd love to hear on those who have this experience, and probably you can share a bit on how you guys have done your Centrelink if you are the first time you just landed in Australia as well as a migrant. The next one, Australian driver's license. So it's been a week and it's been hectic for me, so I just had a chance. I've actually asked around, like do my research, like how I can get a driving class here in Australia. So I already have a driver's license in the Philippines, but the Philippines is left-hand drive, so I feel like probably I'll try to get used with right-hand drive here in Australia. So just in case you know that Australia is a right-hand drive country, so I felt that I need to get used to that. So I'm trying to find a class first. So for getting a Australian driver's license here, there are a couple of ways. It could be, if you're a beginner, they have a different process. If you have your own overseas driver's license, they have a way to convert this to Australian driver's license, but there are like a couple of steps. And for my case, well, it depends on the country. So I've observed this one that if, like, let's say my friend was coming from the US and he tried to check it, and it was quite straightforward how to get his overseas driver's license converted. But for my case that I come from Philippines, is a little different. Like, there are a couple of steps, like I need to do the litmus test online, I have to do the hazard test, and then a test drive. So basically there's like 3 steps. I think this would be a good topic to tackle on a separate video, and probably like what tips I can share to you, like how I converted my overseas driver's license. Okay, so yeah, so far those are the things that I have done. Also, a couple of things, admin works here in Australia are done online. So I've done like my Gov ID. If you're from Singapore, this probably is the equivalent of SingPass. So I've signed up with that, and basically all the government services are being linked to your Gov ID. But at the moment, I cannot there has to be there has to be a way to strengthen your profile, which is adding your Australia's driver's license, adding a Medicard. So these things, I don't really have it. So basically your first 30 days could be doing all these admin works to be registered in government here in Australia as a permanent resident. Okay, so at most that's about it. Just in case, just to let you know, actually I don't have an employer yet. I left my company in Singapore last I filed my resignation last year, and I just left, like my last day was like 2 weeks ago. So it's been like it's almost just 1 week that I have been unemployed. So I'm still looking for a job. So I can also share a bit on like how I did my job search as an IT professional here in Australia. And I do hope that I'll be able to help anyone out there that are also looking at migrating to Australia as an IT professional. Okay, so if you guys have any question or any comments, if you think that I shared incorrectly, I would be happily to accept any feedbacks. I could be wrong, so I'm a newcomer and I'm still learning as well. I did my research and I still could be wrong. So if you think that I was sharing incorrect information, please comment down below, and it will help the rest that are also in the same path as myself. So if you like my video, please do like and share. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. So that's about it. Have a great day. Bye bye.